Hey guys, so today's the 25th of May. Sorry for being so not around. But I don't know, it's just been kind of crazy and everything. So right now I am actually not in Chicago like normal. I am actually on vacation. I am in Maine. I'm in Portland, Maine. I went with my mother. Yes, my mother. It's okay. Portland, Maine's very strange. It's like strange good-ish. Also, I don't know if it's like things are gonna change or like because this is Memorial Day weekend and now everything's gonna change, but I don't know. Things are interesting here. I had wanted to do a couple day videos, but I didn't have time to do the videos until right now. So we got here on Monday, and today is Thursday. It's been decent. It's been like 60s, 50s, 60s with wind, but that's not bad or anything. So the day that we got here, we actually did a lot of stuff, even the day that we got here, because we got here kind of early, 11-ish. We were able to go to the old port, it's called Old Port Town, and we looked in a bunch of different shops, just kind of around, see what we wanted to do. We had a lot of really good food. We went to this one, we had a good food every single day. We had this lobster on a stick, basically. Oh my god, I'm sorry, my hair is a hot mess right now. Then I'm trying to think what else we did that day. Yeah, so we did that. So then day number 2, we realized we could do lobster catching. Yeah, you heard me right, lobster catching. I can check that off my bucket list. So we got up, we had a breakfast at a little diner. I had this really good corned beef hash, which I know doesn't seem logical for a place where you can get really great seafood, but I had corned beef hash and it was really, really good. Then we went out on this little boat with some other people who were all very friendly, and this place was called Lucky Catch. They're very cool. It was pretty affordable, and they took us to where all their lobster traps were. They let us even put the fish that they used into the bag in order to they got us all dressed up with the aprons and everything so that they could trap the lobsters. They told us all about stuff. They were telling us all about the different areas and different the forts that on the different little islands that were around. We didn't get to see any seals, though we had wanted to see seals. They just weren't out. It's a little bit early for all this stuff, seals and stuff. Oh my god, my hair is just a mess. But then it was actually really funny because I think we really only got one lobster. We got more crab than we got lobster. But they also had extra lobster just on the boat, in a little tank sort of thing, you see it a restaurant, but it was on their boat. It's just kind of fun. Yeah, so that was kind of fun. I liked it. But then they're okay, they showed us how to put the little bands around the lobster claws, and they let each of us put the bands around one of the lobster claws. So that was really cool. It was fun to do that. And we all got to help in all the different processes. And then you were oh, if you want, we have some lobster, and then you can just take it over to this other place and they'll cook it for you. And we were sure, why not? And so here's the weird thing about Maine. So they're okay, so yeah, we need to pay it in cash. And like, so they literally like just gave it to us in a bag, like just 2 freaking lobsters that were alive in a paper bag. And it's like, it's gonna be $25. We're like, okay. And I'm like, we were both like, we don't have any cash on us right now, and we don't have our like debit cards. And so we went up to the woman like that was at the that was holding the thing. We're like, so do we need to leave these with you or something? She's like, oh, it's not an issue of trust. I'm like, we were both like, everything in Chicago is all about issue about trust. Like, nobody would let you walk around with just random lobsters. Like, I mean, there's no way you could have gotten away with that. You'd have to have somebody be like, yeah, they're gonna be under lock and key until you can pay me. Like, so it was just so weird to like see people just being like, no, sure, if you can't pay us now, just go ahead and pay us when you can, sort of thing. But we got the money, we brought it back, then they cooked our lobsters, rest in peace, their souls, and they were delicious. And yes, they were very delicious. So we had that with some corn, some french fries, which was so good. One day we had some scallops. That was very good. I can't remember what day that was. And then yesterday we went to an island. It was only like 20 minutes away, so we had to take a ferry. It's called Peaks Island, and we did a bunch of hiking, and we took a couple pictures. We were in there like some forest area, and then there was like an ocean view and everything. That was cool. It wasn't like amazing, but it was okay. And then we got oysters. We got some raw oysters, which were good. And then an amazing lobster risotto. Lobster risotto. I repeat, lobster risotto. Today we were supposed to go whale watching, but it was there was too much wind, so the water was too choppy and everything, so they rescheduled it for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're supposed to be going whale watching. So today we just decided to walk around a little bit. We did some more shopping, getting little gifts and goodies for people around the family, and just kind of chilling, you know, things like that. Okay, back to the weird things about Portland, Maine. Okay, one thing is, okay, so in Chicago, you have to cross at a crosswalk most of the time when the like people sign is moving. Like, that's the only time you can cross. Like, otherwise you're a dead person. Like, I mean, especially downtown Chicago, like, you have to do that. Like, maybe you could jaywalk, but there's a high likelihood you're gonna get murdered just by getting like killed, just by like a car passing by. And if you try to cross an intersection when there's the stop sign and non like person sign, you will get hit by a car, and then that car will continue on and nobody will care. Okay, well, here we are in Portland, Maine, and I'm like, the sign will be like the red stop hand sign, and I'll be like, these people are just waiting for us to go. They'll be like, okay, go ahead, honey, you can walk. And then the other person are like, okay, go ahead, honey, you can walk. And there's nobody honking at each other. Nobody's like mad. Nobody's like, why are they letting these people cross the road? What's going on? Why are you doing that? Like, everybody's all like, fine, are you gonna let them cross? Okay, that's cool. It's like, yeah, all right, that's cool. Just go ahead, cross the road whenever you want. Literally, it's almost any time you want to cross, you can cross. I think I might need to move because these people are coming. Okay, hold up. Oh. And then, sorry, I had to move because I'm sitting on a pier and there's lots of people around. Okay. What was the other thing? Oh, time. Time here is just weird. And maybe it will change for during, like, after Memorial Day. But the first day I was here, I tried to go to a Starbucks at 6:50, and the doors were, like, on the verge of being locked. And the woman let me in, and she's like, oh yeah, we haven't had any customers for like the last hour, so I just started locking the doors because they closed at 7 p.m. What Starbucks closes at 7? Like, no Chicago Starbucks would close at 7 ever. Never. And then I was like, okay. So I was like ready to pay her and everything. She's like, oh no, it's okay, it's on the house. I was like, it's on the house? Where are you from? This is insane. I can't believe it. So I had to, try to, like, diminish my shock that this was happening. So along the Bay Area where, like, the water is, all these places are open from, like, 7 a.m. to, like, 5:36 p.m. That's it. Maybe it will, like, open up a little bit later during, like, the season when it stays out lighter, you know, and when, like, the touristy season starts. But, like, right now, these shops are closing at, like, 5:30 and 6 p.m. And I'm like, and you're still getting business. You guys are still rocking it. It's like, I don't know how this is happening. Like, insane. Like, even, like, some restaurants will close at, like, 7 or, like, 8. I haven't been around to, like, any of the bars, but I don't think they're opening. I mean, like, they may, like, open at, like, 7 and then stay open until, like, 1 or something, but nowhere near Chicago times. It's just so crazy. It's just been a wild experience of just, like, yeah, people are super nice here. They're gonna be nice and trustworthy, and they're gonna let you walk across the street without murdering you. And yeah, time is super relevant, and they always promote local businesses and local artists and are super relaxed and what's the word, like, progressive. They just are super cool. I'm like, I kind of just want to move here. Should I just move here? I don't know. It's a possibility. But yeah, it's been fun so far. We'll see how the whale watching thing goes tomorrow. And yeah, my hair's about to fly away. All right, nice talking to you guys.